you out here doing?
Fundraising. Fundraising for our team and for us to go to Pennsylvania. Have fun.
Let me see that $1 million smile.
I'm trying to hold it in.
What you got, DJ? Let me see it.
Oh, wow.
Real right.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Hush, girl. That's a tough shot, T-Bear. You got to get out on those shooters. DJ. Don't reach. Stay in front. Good pass. Good finish, Morty. Finish, Reed. Let's go. Pink ball. Good save. Let's go. Pink ball. Good, T-Bear. That's the way to compete. Play it. It's a good look. That's the right pass. Play it. Don't foul. Good. Don't foul. Don't foul. Keep your head straight. Douglas, Jacob, that was the right basketball play. He didn't catch it, so what? All right? So what?
Jacob Douglas, another high IQ player on the team. He's a little guy in the red shorts that you just saw in the video. What happened in practice, we had 9 kids show up, so we had to pick up a kid that was a little bit younger that wasn't an elite player. But he was on Jacob's team. So, and Jacob was going against some dogs. You got Jay London and Austin up top, very good defensively. They were giving him a rough time. And, he was getting a little bit frustrated in practice. But, I just try to encourage him, not to give up. Let him know you're making the right basketball play. If the guy that you pass it to doesn't catch it, or if he turns it over, that's not on you, that's on him. As long as you make the right basketball play, you're doing the right thing. And Jacob's a very talented kid. And when I say he's a talented kid, I'm not just talking about basketball. I mean, the kid plays drums in the church. I don't know if you watch any of the Orlando Magic games and the Orlando Magic commercial comes on, he's the kid in the commercial, the actor playing the young Alfred Payton. I mean, check it out. His dad is actually the pastor of our church, Pastor Dion Douglas at City of Champions International Church. His mother, Kelly Douglas, also is a pastor as well. She actually preached this Sunday at church. And she actually played collegiately at the University of Central Florida, a really good player there years ago. And, that's where he gets his basketball ability from. He get it from his mother. Tell you, man, he like Michael on Good Times. I mean, the boy is singing and everything. Why is that joint sideways? I don't know, but back to the hoop. Let y'all check out Morgan.
Got fouled. So why do you play basketball?
I started since I was 4 and I really liked it, so I just kept playing.
What do you like about it?
There's a lot of action. Like baseball, there's a lot of waiting around.
I'm on the way to my son's school for his award ceremony. This year was his first year in the Cambridge program at Winthrop Charter School, which is a gifted program. He's in the 5th grade and they're doing algebra. My dumb ass algebra is a senior in high school, and but we ain't talking about me. We talking about him. But yeah, he's in the gifted program, and for the first time, I mean, he got all A's. I mean, usually he'll get a B or 2 sprinkled into his grades, but I think he was a little more challenged this time, so he really applied himself, and he brought in all A's. And just like I posted videos of him putting in the extra work on the basketball court outside of practice. The same thing goes in the classroom. Regardless whether he has all A's or not, he's still going to see his tutor, Miss Williams, every week.
Entire class has high academic honor roll. Awesome job. Super duper job. So I'm going to start by announcing the names. Sanai Ames. Om Patel. Om Bananarama Patel. Joe Philon III. Lauren Pownell. Rafael Reyes.
The biggest regret that I have as a former student athlete was I didn't fully apply myself in the classroom. And, it cost me a lot. And, I don't want my son to make that same mistake. He wants to go to North Carolina, obviously to play basketball, but, he loves North Carolina, the school. And so I told him, if you want to go to North Carolina, you're going to go to North Carolina. Whether you get an athletic scholarship, which would be great, an academic scholarship, which would be great, but if you really want to go and you don't get neither, then you can go to the school, find a job, and pay your way through college. And, and I help him whichever way he can, and he understands that.
Hey, Coach. What are you doing?
Setting up for tent night.
Tent night. What does that mean to you?
Tent night means, when I was a kid, we had the biggest yard in West Tampa, backyard, and I always wanted to camp out at night. So, my dad worked a lot, so we never did anything like that. And when I had a son, I wanted to kind of pay it forward. And I got a decent-sized backyard, but nowhere near as big as what we had. So I wanted to camp out with my son, and the first year he invited a couple friends, and so now it's turned into a big thing. And now my wife has over 20 kids coming. My wife and my son have probably over 20 kids coming, so we got to have multiple tents this year.
You better watch your tone, Coach. So what is this, tent number 2? How many you putting up?
We'll probably have 3 tents. This is going to probably be my tent right here, I think. Whichever one is the biggest out of the new 2 tents that we're going to have this year.
You ready for tonight?
As ready as I'm going to be.
2 a.m.
I just sleep in the tent.
How'd you enjoy your night once you got here?
It was pretty good, and I had a lot of fun.
Good stuff, buddy. Jarvis, you have fun?
Yes.
Okay. Dominic, you have fun? Y'all sleepy?
No,
That's what happened when you don't go to sleep at night.
It was good. I stayed with my brothers coming out of mother. It was good. I know one thing. I got in trouble. That was the door in the house. That was to stay up all night.
Except when I had to go to tent.
No, I had to go inside. We had to go inside the house. I was kind of but it was good though.
It was more fun in the house than it was in the blue tent.
It was cold.
How did you enjoy your night? Shane, how did you enjoy your night?
It was fun.
It was cool. Big Lou, how did you enjoy your night? That was a question. Did you have fun? Yeah? Okay. Jay, how did you enjoy your night?
It was fun.
I always tell the boys to make sure they're putting in some work on their own because, I have the kids, 2 hours a week, sometimes 4 hours a week. So there's really not time to work on things like free throws and some things like that. And there's a lot of things that they can do at home, so that we won't have to work on it in practice, whether it's ball handling drills out in the street, conditioning, free throws is something that they can work on their own. And, Jerry Tipton and Jarvis Pope, those dads are very demanding on their kid. They get on them, they're tough on them, they yell at them. But those kids also are very advanced. They do things that kids that I played with in college couldn't do. And, and a lot of people, frown upon how tough they are on their kids, for youth sports, but so was Venus and Serena's dad. They were tough on, he was tough on them. And, Michael Jackson's dad, Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson was a mug, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, Tiger Woods' dad was tough. But the end result, sometimes that pays off, man. So Who knows? But when they do send those videos, I always show my son and I tell him, hey, look at this work that JT's putting in. Look at this work that Jarvis is putting in. Look at that work that Raphael's putting in. And, and then he wants to get up and he wants to go get some things, get some work.
Explode high. Get up off the ground. Get off the ground. Get off the ground. Get off the ground. Jump high as you can. Quicker, quicker. Do it again. Quicker, quicker, man. Quicker.
All right, you got 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Bend your knees, get low. Straighten your back. Bend your knees, straighten your back, bend your knees, like a defensive stance. Go. There you go, it's better. Keep going. I'll tell you when to stop. Boy, that ain't no damn 30 seconds. Straighten your back. Keep going. Go. Good. Again. Stationary dribble. Let's go. You got to push yourself harder. That's how you get stronger. Kansas, call it Kansas.
You can do that. You're like
Lead on through.
As you see, we are up pretty big. The second half, we're actually going to play this game, and my boys only get to dribble once. You know, they can only dribble one time, you know, and run the offense like that. You know, they've been playing in the 9 to 11 division since they were 7 years old. And, you know, most of the boys are 10 years old. I have a few of them that have turned 11 already. John's probably going to make us play up in the 12 to 14 division. But, you know, I just think, you know, 7 to 11 is not as big of a jump than the 10 to 14 because, you know, like my son, for example, he's 10, he's 72 pounds. Some of these 14-year-olds are weighing up to about 200 pounds. You know, they're in high school almost, you know. So from a guard standpoint outside, I think we're okay. But in the paint, I think that we're severely undersized. So we're kind of at that tweener point, you know, probably a little too good to play in the 9 to 11, but not big enough to play in the 12 to 14. But what don't kill you make you stronger, right? So if John makes us play in 12 to 14, that's what we're going to have to do. And we're going to still try to win these games.
Get back. Oh, that's cool.
So why do you play basketball? Because you like it? What do you like about it? You don't know how to what?
Play it.
Because you know how to play it? What makes you think you know how to play it? Coach life. Last to leave the gym, baby. Got to take care of the house. Housekeeping. People always ask me, why do I say coach instead of coach? Or they say things like you spelled coach wrong. No, I didn't spell it wrong. You know, a coach is something completely different than a coach. Because coaching is an event. Like, if you're in school and you go to PE, you're going to see your coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I went to West Tampa Elementary, I had Coach Garcia. You know what I'm saying? A coach is something completely different. You know, I came up in the crack and the mass incarceration era. And although I wasn't directly affected by it, a lot of guys that I grew up with were. And, you know, a lot of fathers weren't in the homes. And, you know, they were raised by, you know, an older person in the family, maybe a grandmother or a great aunt or aunt. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's an accent or what, those grandparents or great aunts, they said coach instead of coach. And, you know, but back then, you know, a coach was different. It was a huge need for it. A coach picked kids up and transported them if they didn't have a way to get to these events. You know, got them something to eat, even if it was, you know what I'm saying, a bag of chips or something like that, and a soda, a Faygo or something. You know, it was something, you know, for that kid to eat, and supported them in, you know, off the court activities, whether it was a school play or speaking to a teacher, or if they did get in trouble and went to juvie or something like that, you know, that coach would go and see about them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between a coach and a coach. And, I'm not a coach, man. I'm a coach. Believe that.
My rant is over. Philon out.